Hey Liz, and welcome to your reading. This is going to be a general love reading regarding a relationship, and this includes charms, which I have right here in these bags. Now, just so you know, as far as the charms go, I'm going to read out the initial charms, which is in this black bag, and then I'm going to read out the numbers for numerology. As far as the numerology goes, I'll pull out whatever numbers want to come out, and then if you want to, you can look up online, you can Google numerology meanings per the numbers that come out. And I'm also going to pull out letter charms. So as far as the letter charms, how those go is you would have to either use some sort of app or program to unscramble the letters to see if they make words. So whatever letters come out, you would unscramble them using an application or using some sort of program if you want, again, but that's how I do the charm readings. All right, and then the decks that I'm going to use today for you is the Goddess Power Oracle and Children of Litha Tarot deck. So let me just get this out of the way and start shuffling. So how I'm gonna do this spread is I'm gonna have a card representing you, and then I'm gonna have a card representing them. And then, well, I'm gonna place you here, them here, and then 4 or 5 cards in the middle to represent the relationship, the current status of the relationship. And then 2 more cards on the very bottom to represent, it can either be an outcome or it can be advice towards the status of the relationship. All right, so let me just shuffle this up a little bit. And then I'll pull out your cards. All right, so we have Queen of Swords, the 6 of Swords for them, the Tower in reverse, 7 of Pentacles, Death in reverse, 10 of Wands, and the Queen of Cups in reverse. And then as far as the advice or outcome, ooh, this one popped out. Oh, we have 2. So we have the Hanged Man and we have 3 of Wands. All right, hopefully you could see all the cards. I have a different setup here, so. All right, so for you we have the Queen of Swords. And Queen of Swords is, here, let me hold it up for you. You can see in the picture, she's holding up a sword to this bird's throat, but she's also embracing the bird, she's petting the bird. So generally coming off as a nice person, but also one of those who won't take any shit from everyone, to be perfectly blunt. It's like she's petting this bird, but she's also ready to strike if this bird were to hurt her. And that's a representation of you. That's the card that came out for you. And then for them, we have the 6 of Swords, which is about moving on. It's about transitions. It's about shedding the old and becoming a new person. But this came out in reverse, so it's telling me that they're having issues with doing those things. They're having issues with transitioning to a new phase in their life. So they're kind of stuck. You seem to still be the way that you are, but they're kind of stuck. Now, as far as the story within the relationship, we have the Tower card. The Tower card is a representation of some event or situation that happened abruptly that kind of turned things around for you and made it hard for you to focus or continue with, you know, your usual ways of living. But with it being in reverse, this is telling me that this event happened over time and because that event grew over time, it seemed abrupt when it was actually like this person or you had enough, sort of, so to speak. So that's what I'm getting off of the Tower. With the Seven of Pentacles, I'm seeing that there is a need for growth, but there's very much a need for patience within the growth of the relationship. If you can see here, I don't know if this is a buffalo or a bison, but they're looking at a little plant here, right? And they're like, ooh, I want to eat that plant already, I'm hungry. But back here they have this tree with a bunch of other pentacles that they can, you know, feed off of. But they want this one for some reason. So what this is telling me is that there's need of patience within this relationship. And I'm getting a sense that for both of you, well, mainly for you because it's on this side of the story, but I'm getting a sense that there's a need for patience on your end. And with the situation that happened, it's something that happened over time. Again, this is on your side. Now let's go on his side and then, I'm sorry, on their side, and then we'll go in the middle. So on their side, we have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands it's the card that represents sort of having a little too much on your plate. So you can see there, the cheetah, I believe that's a cheetah, just got its kill, right? But they're trying to carry that up on a tree, and clearly they're having a hard time. They're trying to hang on another branch with their tail. But you know, good for them because they got that kill. Now, as far as representation within their side of the relationship, it's telling me that they had a lot on their plate, so to speak, but they also had a lot to take on their own, sort of a burden, because this kill that this cheetah got, it's not a light kill. It's heavy. It's hard for them to carry that, and that's what I'm getting from their side of the relationship. There's something that occurred it's hard for them to have to carry, and I think that's what's causing the sort of the block or their delay with transitioning, with looking to the new and leaving the past in the past. And they also have the Queen of Cups, but they have it in reverse. Now with the Queen of Cups, this is feminine energy, and with Queen of Cups, they're one that's emotionally intelligent. You know, they're connected within their emotions. They're one to go to if you need to vent. They're sort of that friend that you can depend on. They're very intuitive too. So they kind of know things that other people wouldn't know in a different way, if that makes sense. And they're also very approachable and a friendly person. But with it being in reverse and also being feminine energy, I'm getting from them that they're typically an emotional person. But with it being in reverse, I'm getting a feel that they're trying their best to hide that from you. And it's becoming a bit overwhelming, again, with the Ten of Wands, for them to do so. And that's not a good thing, because the fact of them holding on to the past or staying in that blockage, so to speak, it's something that they have to work on to release. And they're still having that trouble doing so. Now with the middle card, we have Death, and we have Death in reverse. The Death card represents, one, it could represent technically death, obviously, but it also represents transformation, rebirth, new beginnings, letting go of the old, growth, but it's in reverse. So this is telling me as a whole within a relationship for both of you, there's this lack of moving on with the change that occurred within the relationship. There's this denial that's occurring within both of you. And it's something that you have to, well, that's something that you both have to understand, that whatever happened throughout the story of your relationship happens for a reason. And there's a need for both of you to move on from that situation. And with this being in reverse, it's letting me know that both of you are still in that denial state, and you're both still holding on to something that just isn't there anymore, not how it used to be at least. Now, as far as either the advice or the outcome, on your side, we have here the Hanged Man. All right. Now with the Hanged Man, it usually represents a standstill or kind of like you're lost, you don't know how to get out. But it's in reverse, and with it being in reverse, to me, it's also stating you're not as stuck as you think you are. It's not as hard as you think it is what I'm getting at. If you can see to the image, if it focuses, the mermaid is in fact stuck on like seaweed and this rope, but they can easily bite through the seaweed. They can easily unravel the rope that's around them. It's not binding them tightly. And with it being a reverse, it's stating that whatever is keeping you trapped or feeling trapped emotionally, mentally, physically, it's kind of like an illusion. An illusion is there, and it's not totally 100% real, because it's something that you're holding on to because of this sense of denial. And what you need to work on your end is the acceptance factor, the patience here with the Seven of Pentacles, and also seeing things in a new perspective with the Hanged Man here. So there's denial there's acceptance that's needed, there's patience that's needed, and there's also just seeing things in a new way, in a new light. On their side, we have the Three of Wands. You can see in that wolf there howling. Now, as you can see, this wolf is alone. It's a loner, right? But this wolf is ready to move on. They're ready to take that journey on their own, of course. They usually travel in packs, but whatever this wolf has to do, the wolf understands that they have to do it on their own. And this came out right side up. So the Three of Wands for them, it's clearly indicating they do have the ability to move on from what they're feeling right now. There is obviously things that they still have to work on because of the sense of feeling stuck, feeling blocked, having so much, burden on them, so much weight on them, having the emotions that they're sort of keeping inside. But as far as their outcome, I do see that they are going to be moving on with whatever it is that they have to deal with personally. And you have the loner wolf here, so they're obviously gonna have to do it alone. And with most of our journeys, we do have to do it alone initially. You'll have help on the way, of course, but once you get to the end of your journey, the completion of it, you'd have to do it alone. So their outcome is, as far as the current situation with this relationship, their outcome is a difficult one to get through, but I'm seeing that they will get through it with the Three of Wands. Your outcome is, it's not as difficult, because I also see that there has been a transition that you've already been through. You're still going through it, obviously, but there's already growth that you have been through. They have not been through as much growth. And with you, it's more so of an understanding of seeing things in a new light, in a new perspective, as well as having that patience. For both of you, it's getting rid of that denial and accepting the changes that occurred within this relationship with the Death card here in reverse. Now, I just want to pull clarification cards for both of your outcomes / advice down here. So I'm just going to shuffle the Goddess Power Oracle And I'll pull a card for each of yours just to get a little clarification on them or extra advice. All right, so for you, we have Scold, which is the future. I'll show them to you in a bit. And then for them, we have Home, which is the goddess Hestia. So for you, we have future, or the future, right? And with the Hanged Man, again, indicating that whole having to see things in a new light. Once that happens, once you get past what you have to get past, your future is showing to be a very bright one, a very happy one. New things coming into your life that you've never done before, meeting a new person as well, what I'm seeing. So yours is looking very good right now. And then for them, again, they have the Three of Wands for the outcome or advice, and then they have Hestia, which is the goddess of home. So this is kind of reassuring or assuring that whatever they have to work on is related to what's happening within their home. And they're still going to be present within home life, within family. So I also see once they've gone through that journey that they have to go through and get out of that blockage, they're going to be a lot more comfortable with themselves, within their home life, within their family. So I do see good things for them too, but they're going to have more of a difficult process, if not already having a difficult process of getting to this outcome. Now let's get into your charms. Let me just put these cards away and then I'll pull out the charms for you. So just give me 1 second. Okay, so I have my charm back here and then I have the other ones right here. So I'm gonna go ahead, this might be a little loud, so I do apologize. I'm gonna go ahead and mix these up and see what we get for you. Now this could be related to the relationship, or it could be general guidance that Spirit is trying to give you, just so you know. So put this bag over here. All right, let me zoom you in a little bit. Move these a little bit over here. Cool. Let's see what we got. So we got a little piggy right here. Turn it around so you can see it. We got a little piggy, all right? And this, wait, let me make sure it's a pig and not a dog. Yeah, that's a pig. So the pig represents abundance, it represents wealth. So you're gonna be coming into money or prosperity pretty soon. It's probably gonna help with you sort of, what's the word? Not self-love, pampering, there you go, self-pampering. I mean, it's self-love too, but, and you have the airplane here, right? This represents travel or stepping into new locations, somewhere that you haven't been before. So I do also see that coming up pretty soon. And you have the bike here. Hopefully you can see that. Now with the bike, for me, this is just sort of connecting. I'm hearing physical, I'm hearing the word physical. So with the bike, it's telling me to maybe go and take a bike ride or go somewhere, like go to a park, do something physical, like some sort of workout, because this also helps with boosting endorphins, which is like the happy, not the happy drug, but the happy hormone, I think. I think it's a hormone, but so I'm being told for you to go out and do something more physical, more active. That's going to help boost the happy hormone. And we got the letter S here. So this can indicate somebody, I don't know if you could see that. This can indicate somebody that starts with the letter S, an initial, a name. It could be for September. Maybe they're trying to say to hang out with somebody whose name starts with the letter S. You also have the camel here, which was close to the letter S. Right? So the camel is one of travel. It's a traveler, right? Camels, I don't think most people know that camels can actually go pretty fast, and sometimes faster than horses. But usually they go really steady, really slow. They take things one step at a time, especially when they're out in the desert, because it's pretty hard walking on that sand, but they're built for it, right? So this is sort of indicating for you to take things, have patience. Again, patience is coming up as you take things one step at a time. Don't rush with things, even though you might have that mindset of like, I just want it now, like I just need it now. But what they're saying is, hey, have patience. Don't rush it, okay? That's what I'm getting for the camel. And we also have faith here, which is just indicating for you to have faith with whatever it is that you're going through, whether you're trying to make decisions on. And you have this little fish skull here. Now with the little fish skull, I get more so of don't let things go to waste, so to speak. This could be with anything, involving with anything. Just don't let things go to waste. It could be physical things, it could be things that you're dealing with, any decisions that you have to make or plans. Just don't let things go to waste in general, is what I get from this little guy. And then you have the key here, which was pointing towards the tree. Now the tree for me indicates abundance also, but it also indicates life, you know, like the tree of life, which is a good sign. It's kind of like a good luck charm in a way. And the key was pointing to it, so that is indicating to me for you the fact of new opportunities are coming. And this also has a heart on it, if you could see. It's a heart key, so it can also indicate a new person coming into your life. This doesn't have to be like a sexual partner, you know. It could be any person that's going to help heal your heart. Or it can also be a new friend that's going to help heal your heart. Something to do with your heart, with your emotions. That they're going to open that door for you, that possibility for you to begin to heal things that have not healed yet. And with the tree of life is, again, indicating abundance, growth, right? Because trees grow, right? They got roots, right? Being rooted, being grounded, and growth. So self-growth or self-love as well. And this person who's going to come into your life to unlock these possibilities within you is going to help you a lot with that process. And we have the little anchor here, which was close. It was close to the plane. So this maybe wherever you're going to be traveling to is going to be close to a body of water, or it can indicate that you're actually going to travel via boat or a cruise. That's what I'm getting from these. This can also indicate like an anchor. When a ship uses an anchor, they use it to halt, right? They use it to stop. So this can also indicate alone that there are probably things that you have to stop doing. There are things that you have to stop to look at in a different perspective. This is bringing back patience within your reading earlier that we spoke about. So a sense for you to, again, just slow down and try to see things in a different way. All right, so that's what I got for your charms. Now let me pull out the letters. I'll just push this over here. Is this my letter bag? Yes, okay. So again, for the letters, if you want to, you would have to use some sort of app or program to unscramble them. I can show you the one that I have on my phone if you want. Let's see what we got. We might get duplicate letters too. There's a lot of letters right there. Okay. We have, let me see if we have any duplicates. We have 2 H's. We have 2 U's. Let me zoom you in a bit more so you can see these. All right. So we have H, L, Q, G, F, S, Y. That's 2 S's technically because you did have this S too. T, W, V, Y again, U, and Q again. Oh, let me show you the app that I usually use to unscramble letters. There you go. So I use this one right there. I might insert a picture of what the app looks like on the screen, but it's called Unscrambler. And what you would do, sorry, I forgot I'm like zoomed in. So what you would do is you would enter the letters in one of these boxes, hit unscramble, and then down here it would bring up all of the words, possible words that will come out from these letters. There have been times where words don't come out. It's really rare though. But just so you know, that's how this works. Now let's get your numbers in the event you want to look up the numerology meanings, which I found to be very on the spot. For the numerology meanings, you can just simply go on Google and put, for example, 33 numerology meaning, and then it'll give you the meaning. Let's see what we got. I think it's a lot of numbers. Maybe it's a phone number from somebody too, you never know. All right, let me just fix these for you to see what numbers we have, and then I will let you know what numbers you got. Some of these can be what they call angel numbers too, or master numbers. Master numbers, for example, 33, ooh, which you have. Actually, I'm not really on screen, sorry. Let me move this. Is a master number. Well, you have 1, 2, which could be 12, and then you have another 12. So this can also be, here, let me zoom out a little. Oops, wrong way. This can also be a master or angel number 1212. All right, so just to tell you the numbers that you have in case you want to write this down to look up the meanings for them when you have time. You have 33, 88, 66, 00, 44, 9, 77, 55, and 12 or 1212. So those are the numbers that you have in the event that you want to look up the numerological meanings of them, which I have found have been very helpful when I've looked at videos that have numerology readings too. So I do suggest for you to look these up. It also opens your mind to new information or the way to get new information. For example, maybe you look at the clock a lot and you see 1212 a lot. This can be somebody, either an angel or spirit, trying to tell you something at that time. Or in general, if you see it a lot, maybe it's meant for you to do something with this information. I, off the top of my head, don't know what 1212 means. I'm probably gonna look it up after this reading. But yeah, so that's how I do the charm readings. I think this is the first time that I did a charm reading for you. Let me zoom out here. Wrong way, Jesus Christ. There we go. So that is your charm reading as well as your general love reading for you and the partner that was involved. And I want to thank you for allowing me to do this reading for you too. Hopefully this different setup with the camera here was a bit better for you to see like the cards, because usually I have the setup right up above and I feel like the people can't see the cards so well, at least the detail in it, but yeah. Anyways, that's it for today, Liz. Thank you so much again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.